On a reality TV show, I accidentally smashed a priceless antique vase belonging to Sebastian Vance, the elusive heir to the Vance business empire. Rumor has it, this vase was the only gift left to him by his tragic first love, who passed away young. The billionaire cherished it, allegedly polishing it every night before bed, valuing it more than his own life. Now that I've destroyed it, everyone says I'm finished. Sebastian Vance will bury me. I stood there, face full of confusion. What the hell? Wasn't that vase just a defective piece of junk I made in pottery class years ago and tossed at him? And more importantly, damn it, Sebastian, since when am I dead? 2 years into my acting career, I finally hit the big time. I was trending #1 on every social media platform. The bad news? I was trending because I shattered Sebastian Vance's favorite vase. I was being hate-followed by the entire country. The internet was roasting me alive. At gossipgirl_X. No way does she not know that vase is Sebastian's holy grail. It was a gift from his late soulmate. He takes that thing everywhere, even on private jets. Advanced fan club. A maid once misplaced that vase, along with a $1 million emerald necklace. Sebastian didn't care about the necklace, but he almost fired the whole staff over the base. Chloe Hart is doomed. At reality TV, Chloe Hart is toast. Career over, cancelled. I'd just here for drama, she deserves it. Producers warned her that the mansion belonged to the Vance family. She's so clumsy and disrespectful. There was no sympathy. Even my rival, Tiffany Stone, jumped on the bandwagon. She posted a picture of a broken ceramic shard with the caption, "Such a beautiful piece of art. What a tragedy. I hope its owner isn't too heartbroken." Crying face. I rolled my eyes so hard it hurt. If she hadn't stuck her foot out and tripped me, I wouldn't have fallen. I wouldn't have touched that vase. She caused this mess and now she's acting like a saint. My agent, Sarah, was practically crying, "Chloe, what do we do? You've offended the Vance family. You're actually going to be blacklisted." Sebastian was currently overseas on business. We hadn't reacted yet, but domestic brands were already dropping me. Several contracts I was about to sign. Pulled a U-turn and went straight to Tiffany Stone, who has the same sweetheart image I was trying to build. Sarah was grinding her teeth. "We're in the same agency. I can't believe she used such a dirty trick to sabotage you. And the executives know she did it. But they're protecting her. It's disgusting. So what now?" Sarah looked at me, mentally calculating if she could book me a few C-list gigs before I was banned from Hollywood forever. I looked at her, calm as a cucumber. I patted her shoulder. "Relax. It's just a busted vase. Who cares?" Sarah's eyes bulged out of her head. "Chloe, have you lost your mind? That's a priceless artifact. Selling you into indentured servitude wouldn't cover the cost." Priceless. I almost laughed. That artifact was a reject from when I first started learning pottery. The base was rough, the lines were uneven, and the firing was patchy. I gave it to Sebastian years ago because I didn't want to throw it away. After we got married, I entered the entertainment industry and was constantly traveling. I hadn't seen the thing in years. I was surprised to see it on the shelf during filming. I just wanted to get a closer look at my amateur work. When Tiffany tripped me, now the whole world was waiting for my execution. But they were going to be disappointed. Sebastian wouldn't do a thing. I am his legally wedded wife. Half the band's fortune is technically mine. And the vase. I made it. But deceased soulmate I'm just busy with work. Not dead. That toxic man and his rumors. Sarah, I made that thing. I know what it's worth. If it was actually priceless, would I be grinding in Hollywood right now? It broke. Big deal. I have a dozen more in my studio. I'll replace it. Sarah stared at me for a full minute before whispering. She's cracked. I thought the stress had broken my brain. So, she immediately signed me up for whatever reality show would take me. Trying to cash out before the end? The only show desperate enough to take the vase breaker was a live-stream dating show called Love Unscripted. It was a huge production sponsored by a massive conglomerate. 3 men, 4 women. 1 girl ends up alone. Given my reputation, that girl was definitely going to be me. I signed the contract. Then on the flight to the location, I saw the sponsor list, the dance group. And rumors were swirling that the mystery guest was none other than the CEO himself. The internet thought he was coming to sue me live on air. They were half right. He wasn't coming to sue me. He was coming to catch me. I had lied to him. I told him I wasn't going on a dating show. If he caught me pretending to be single on national TV. I was panicked. In the makeup room, I was too stressed to notice Tiffany Stone walk in. She was also on the show. A newbie actress next to her whispered loud enough for me to hear. Some people have no shame. She smashed Mr. Vance's face and still dares to show her face. Is she waiting for a lawsuit? With no cameras around, Tiffany dropped the act. She rolled her eyes. She's desperate. Probably hoping to hook up with a rich guy to pay off her debt. Disgusting. I heard Mr. Vance might be the mystery guest. The newbie said. Maybe she thinks she has a chance with him. Huh? As if Tiffany smirked in her dreams. She walked past me, deliberately bumping my shoulder. The live stream began. The rules were brutal. After the intros, the audience voted. The most popular girl got first pick of the men. The men had no right to refuse. The chat was exploding, with rumors about Sebastian Vance being guest number 4. I was dead last in the polls. Tiffany was number 1. She looked smugly at me. The male options, Dad. The film king, secretly dating the film queen, who was also on the show. Justin. The curative boy, a scumbag who tried to hit on me. And then paid bots to hate on me when I rejected him. Noah, the campus heartthrob. A rookie. Tiffany bypassed all of them. She wrote down Justin's name. I was confused. Wasn't she getting for Sebastian? The film queen picked the film king. The rookie girl picked Noah. That left me with the mystery guest number 4. Supposed Prince of Wall Street. I was trembling. I pointed my finger at the curtain for guest number 4. I could already imagine Sebastian's cold, mocking face. When the curtain dropped, the music swelled. The curtain rose and empty space studio erupted in laughter. The host announced, unfortunately, our mystery guest had a scheduling conflict and withdrew from the show. I opened my eyes, now Sebastian. The comment section was brutal. Her sugar daddy dreams are crushed. Sebastian is literally in the same city for business and he cancelled. He probably heard she was here and bailed. Embarrassing. She really thought she could match with a billionaire. After breaking his stuff off camera, Tiffany sneered at me, idiot. You actually thought he'd come? You aren't even fit to breathe the same air as him. She knew. She picked Justin because she knew Sebastian wasn't showing up. She set me up to be the clown. The couples went off on romantic dates. I was left alone at the villa. The producers, wanting to squeeze some labor out of me, sent me to the market to buy groceries for dinner. I didn't mind. I used to cook for my master's entire pottery studio back in the day. While I was picking vegetables, I felt a tug on my shirt. I looked down. A little boy with chubby cheeks and big, teary eyes was looking up at me. He looked lost. His eyes lit up when he saw me. He launched himself at my legs. Oh, he was about to yell, "Auntie." I slammed my hand over his mouth. "Shoo, call me Chloe." It was Leo, Sebastian's nephew. "What are you doing here?" I whispered. It turned out the resort we were filming at was owned by the dance group. Sebastian was here for work and he brought Leo. Leo had escaped his nannies, so Sebastian was here minutes away. I shivered. Leo refused to tell me where the bodyguards were, so I had to drag him back to the filming villa. Leo's parents died young. Sebastian and I raised him. He was basically my son. Back at the villa, Leo followed me around the kitchen like a duckling, helping me wash vegetables. "Chloe, can I help, Chloe? You're the best cook." His sweet voice melted my heart. When Tiffany returned from her date and saw him, her face lit up with a fake smile. "Oh, who's this adorable little guy?" She crouched down, her voice dripping with sweetness. "What's your name, sweetie?" Leo hid behind my leg. "Leo. Such a cute name," Tiffany cooed. She looked at me. "You didn't tell me you had a son, Chloe. That's so irresponsible, bringing a child to a dating show." "I'm his aunt," I said. Tiffany's smile faltered for a second, then recovered. "Oh, I see. Well, it's still not appropriate. The producers won't like this." She walked over to the counter, checking her reflection in her phone. "I need to fix my makeup." This date was exhausting. Leo tugged on my shirt. "Chloe, I'm thirsty." "I'll get you some juice," I said. I turned to the fridge. Tiffany moved to the corner of the kitchen, out of the main camera angle. She was facing away from the cameras, examining her nails. Leo walked past her to reach the sink. "Oops," Tiffany said, her voice sugary sweet. She stuck her foot out. Leo tripped and fell, hitting his knee on the tile floor. He started crying. "Oh no," Tiffany gasped, rushing over. "Poor little thing, are you okay?" She picked him up, but her grip was too tight. "You should be more careful. Clumsy children get hurt." I turned around and saw her hand squeezing Leo's arm. Her face was turned away from the cameras, a cold sneer on her lips. "Let him go," I said. Tiffany immediately put on her concerned face. "Chloe, I was just helping him up. He fell." "I saw what you did," I said. I walked over and took Leo from her. Leo was still crying, rubbing his knee. "She hurt me," he whispered. Tiffany's eyes narrowed. "I would never hurt a child. You're being paranoid." The producers came over. "Everything okay here?" Tiffany nodded. "Just a little accident. Leo fell." I was trying to comfort him. I looked at the cameras. The main camera had been focused on the stove, not the corner. But I noticed a small camera mounted on the ceiling, hidden in a smoke detector. It was pointed right at where Tiffany had tripped Leo. I didn't say anything. I just picked up Leo and carried him out of the kitchen. "Chloe, wait," Tiffany called after me. "Where are you going?" "To clean him up," I said. I took Leo to the bathroom, cleaned his knee, and gave him a hug. "It's okay, sweetie. I know what she did." "She's mean," Leo said. "She pinched me." "I know," I said. "But don't worry. She's going to get what she deserves." I walked back to the kitchen. Tiffany was there, laughing with the host. She looked up when I came in. "Is he okay?" she asked, her voice full of fake concern. He's fine, I said. But you won't be. What? Tiffany frowned. I pointed at the ceiling camera. That's a hidden camera, Tiffany. It records everything. Her face went pale. What? I walked over to the monitor on the wall and pressed a button. The screen showed the footage from the hidden camera. Clear as day, Tiffany sticking her foot out, tripping Leo, then squeezing his arm while sneering. The room went silent. The host's eyes widened. Is that? Yes, I said. That's Tiffany Stone, tripping a 5-year-old and hurting him on national television. The chat exploded. Wait, what? Did she just trip that kid? She squeezed his arm. What is wrong with her? Cancel Tiffany now. Tiffany's face went from pale to red. I didn't, it was an accident. The footage doesn't lie, the host said, his voice shaking. I walked over to Tiffany. You thought you could bully a child in the blind spot of the main camera. You forgot about the hidden ones. She backed away. Chloe, please? Save it, I said. The entire country just saw what you really are. The producers were already on their phones. Within minutes, security arrived to escort Tiffany off the premises. She was still protesting as they dragged her out. It was an accident. I didn't mean to. The chat wasn't buying it. Bye, Tiffany. Good riddance. Hope she never works again. I picked up Leo, who was watching from the doorway. Are you okay, sweetie? He nodded. Is the mean lady going away? Yes, I said. She's going away forever. I knew Sebastian was minutes away. The producers were probably already calling him. This was going to be a mess. 20 minutes later, a black SUV pulled up to the villa. The door opened and Sebastian stepped out. He looked calm, collected, devastatingly handsome in his suit. The cameras went wild. The chat exploded. Oh my God. Sebastian Vance. He's here. He walked into the villa like he owned the place. Because he did. His eyes swept the room, landed on me, then on Leo. His expression softened. Leo, he said. There you are. Uncle Sebastian. Leo ran to him, and Sebastian picked him up like he weighed nothing. I stood there, frozen. The producers were practically salivating. They had no idea what was happening. Sebastian put Leo down and walked over to me. The entire room held its breath. Chloe, he said. Sebastian, I said. What are you doing here? He raised an eyebrow. I heard someone was bullying my nephew. The host stepped forward, trembling. Mr. Vance, we had no idea. Sebastian ignored him. I saw the footage. That woman is done in this industry. The host was sweating profusely. We already called security. Good, Sebastian said. Because I'm about to buy this entire network, and I want her blacklisted. The host looked like he was about to pass out. Sebastian turned to the cameras. I'm Sebastian Vance. The vase everyone is talking about? The one Chloe supposedly destroyed? He looked at me, a small smile playing on his lips. That was a gift from my wife. The most beautiful woman I've ever known. She made it herself. It wasn't priceless. It was priceless to me because it came from her. The chat went silent. Then it exploded again. Wife. Chloe is married to Sebastian Vance? The vase was from her? I covered my face with my hands. This was not how I wanted this to come out. Sebastian pulled my hands away from my face. Don't hide, Chloe. You have nothing to be ashamed of. He kissed me, right there on national television. The cameras went crazy. Later that night, at the Vance mansion, I was sitting on the couch, Sebastian's arm around me. Leo was asleep in Sebastian's lap. You couldn't just let me handle it, could you? I asked. Sebastian laughed. Handle what? The show that was trying to destroy your reputation? The woman who bullied our nephew? I leaned my head on his shoulder. I had it under control. I know you did, he said. But I couldn't resist the look on Tiffany's face when she realized who Leo was. I smiled. That was pretty good. He kissed my forehead. By the way, I have a surprise for you. What? He stood up, careful not to wake Leo, and walked to the shelf. He took down a box and handed it to me. I opened it. Inside was a vase. Not the one I had broken, but another one. One of the rejects from my early pottery days, with rough edges and uneven lines. I saved this one too, Sebastian said. I thought you might want to replace the other one. I looked at him, my eyes tearing up. You kept it? I kept everything you ever gave me, he said. Even the junk. I laughed through my tears. You really are toxic. He smiled. Only to everyone else. Never to you. The next morning, I woke up to my phone blowing up. Sarah had called 17 times. When I finally picked up, she was screaming. Chloe, do you know what's happening? I know, I said. You're married to Sebastian Vance? The Vance heir? Yes. And you never told me? I couldn't, I said. You would have sold the story. Silence on the other end. Then, you're right. I absolutely would have. I laughed. So what now? Sarah asked. Are you leaving the industry? I looked at Sebastian, who was making coffee in the kitchen. Leo was sitting at the table, eating the pancakes I'd made. No, I said. I think I'll stay. But I might be a little more selective about my roles now. Good, Sarah said. Because every major studio is already calling. They want to sign you. Apparently being married to a billionaire makes you very marketable. I rolled my eyes. Figures. Sebastian walked into the room, handed me a cup of coffee. Who was that? Sarah, I said. She's having a meltdown. He smiled. Good. She deserves it after signing you up for that trash show. I kissed him. You're not mad about the vase? He pulled me closer. I can always buy another vase. But I can't buy another you. I smiled. That was actually kind of sweet. Don't get used to it, he said. I'm still going to make you pay for lying to me about the dating show. I froze. What? He grinned. You said you weren't going on a dating show. That was a lie. I bit my lip. And how are you going to make me pay? He picked me up and carried me to the bedroom. I'll think of something. Leo's voice came from the kitchen. Uncle Sebastian? Where did Chloe go? Sebastian put me down and called back, she's helping me with something. I laughed. You're terrible. He kissed me again. You love it. I did. 3 months later, Tiffany Stone was still trying to find work. No one would hire her. The hidden camera footage had gone viral, showing her tripping a 5-year-old and pinching him while smiling for the cameras. The contrast between her public persona and what she did in the blind spot was too much. No brand wanted to be associated with her. She'd lost everything. I saw her at a grocery store once. She was buying ramen with coupons. Our eyes met, and she quickly looked away. I didn't feel bad. She'd brought it on herself. Sebastian and I renewed our vows in a small ceremony. Just us, Leo, and Sarah. I wore a simple white dress. Sebastian wore a suit. Leo was the ring bearer. After the ceremony, Sebastian took me aside. I have another surprise for you. Another one? I asked. He handed me a small box. Inside was a key. "What's this?" He smiled. "The key to your own pottery studio. I bought you a building. A real one. With kilns and wheels and everything you need." I stared at him. "You bought me a studio? I know how much you miss creating," he said. "I want you to have a place where you can make art again." I threw my arms around him. "Thank you." He held me tight. "You're welcome. But there's one condition." "What?" "You have to make me another vase," he said. "One that's actually good this time." I laughed. "I'll see what I can do." The studio became my sanctuary. I spent hours there, creating again. Sebastian would visit sometimes, watching me work. Leo would come too, making his own little clay creations. One day, I pulled a new vase from the kiln. It was perfect. Smooth lines, even glaze, beautiful shape. I brought it home to Sebastian. He held it, turning it in his hands. "It's beautiful," he said. "Better than the last one." I smiled. "I learned a lot in the past few years." He put it on the shelf, right next to the box of my old rejects. They looked strange together, the perfect vase and the junk. But that was us, I realized. Perfect and imperfect, beautiful and broken, all mixed together. And that was okay. Because we had each other. And that was enough. The end.